Alright, welcome back everyone. Preda here. We're going to be doing a review on the XM Optimus Prime and then do a kind of a comparison to the Prime 1 Studio Optimus Prime. And then I'll give you a little bit of background on me and Transformers and how I got into collecting them and stuff. So, right after this. Alright, welcome back. So a little bit about how I got into Transformers. So obviously I used to watch the cartoon when I was a kid. And then I used to collect the toys, back then. Probably about 15-20 years ago, I had a huge collection of the original toys. Probably around 200 or so, and probably 80% of those were in the box still. I sold those off probably about 10 years ago or something. And then got into kind of collecting the statues. I started with the Prime 1 Optimus. I really like it. It stays a little true to the Gen 1 TV shows. So that's kind of how I got into collecting them. So as you can tell, the XM Optimus Prime is bigger than the Prime 1. He is on a higher base than the Optimus Prime for Prime 1, but he's still pretty much bigger. And then the XM also comes with this cool looking little truck here, which they're doing with their whole Transformers 1/10 scale line. And it comes with this massive instruction booklet for putting it together. There's not a ton of pieces. It's not like the movie edition ones from Prime 1 Studio, where there's just a ton of pieces to put on it. But this one has quite a few swap outs, both arms. There's a couple different arms. A couple different heads and different poses with those. So, all right. So, kind of the comparison. I like the Prime 1 Studio one. It's a lot simpler for me, but I love the design that XM is going with. What they're doing with this design, and some of you have seen the new Grimlock that they just announced at the Singapore Comic-Con. It's amazing, some of the stuff they're doing. Grimlock's actually going to be even bigger than Optimus Prime. So, but yeah, the Prime 1 Studio one, it's very nice, it is, but I'm going to be selling that one off just for space reasons. And I have quite a few Optimus Primes already, so I'm going to slide him over a little bit. Maybe. Okay, just so I have some room. So the XM, so we'll go ahead and just kind of do the swap outs and show you guys how those work. And then once we do that, we'll kind of do the review on it. So I don't think I'm going to display it like this. I'm not positive yet. So this arm kind of sticks out like this with the gun here. So we'll swap that out first. So, and then each arm has its own smokestack here that you take off. They have different ones for each arm. So, and then this is the one I think I'm going to display as far as his right arm goes. It's in there. And this is actually going to go back here. And then this one uses the same hand with the gun. It's just going straight in the air now. Put it in there all the way. Okay. And then let's do this one. I do like the axe, but I kind of like what they have with the other hand. Sorry, I'm like standing in front of the camera here. Grab the right one. And we need the blue. So So I'm going to go ahead and put the smokestack on. So you can see they're actually color coordinated. This one's blue to blue, but they each have their own color, so you know which one it goes to. And then let's go over here. Alright, there's that. And this one, there's a couple different hands that you can use. So these are the two hands. You can use a closed fist or an open hand like this. Try the open handed here. Once I figure out how it goes in there. Oh, you can't use that one on there. Good to know. So we have to use the closed fist on this one. That other one goes to the other arm if you're not using the axe. So there's this, and then what else they added was, you can't see it real well, but it's like a plexiglass, and it's got like a little scene. It's got, I think it's Bumblebee's head here. But this sits in kind of here, and it actually lights up, but I don't have the batteries for it yet. So, and then so with that, you can use his other head. So he's not looking this way. He actually ends up kind of looking towards the screen so that it looks like, you know, it's useful, right? So this is, I'm thinking about displaying it like this. I'm trying to decide whether I use this or if I use the axe with the other head, because I do like kind of his head looking up this way. So those are the swap outs for it. I like the idea that there's a lot of them. I'm not going to change it a ton once I do get it set. Alright, so let's kind of go over the statue itself. Well, let's start with this. So this is pretty cool. So they gave you a little truck of his other form. And like I said, they do this, and then they give you these stands underneath, which are pretty cool. And they're doing that, like I said, with every statue in this line. It's heavy. I don't know how heavy, but it's probably at least 10 pounds itself. And then they got some more attachments for here. The mirrors you attach, the smokestacks you attach, the bumpers on the front and rear are attached. But it's high quality. It's heavy and metal, so it feels metal anyway. All right. So the statue itself, the detail is amazing. So just the architecture, just the base itself, how it has these here going through it. It kind of looks like a piece of Cybertron almost. So Cybertron's the home planet for the Transformers. So just different pieces. So these all are separate pieces that you attach in here. It's kind of cool, and I can't swing it around all the way. So let's see here. Alright, we're going to move this out of the way. And then you can see there's a Decepticon symbol here, so this is like a piece of a Decepticon ship, I'm assuming. That's better. Alright. So yeah, it looks like it's a piece of their home planet, essentially, that he's like standing on here. But you can see the jetpacks in the back here. These actually light up too with batteries. The head lights up. There's a couple other pieces that light up. This, like I said, lights up. But just the detail here. So this is, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to get a close up. So it's purple. So it's just like the Decepticon symbol. But I mean the detail, so the wheels are a piece that you put in the legs here. They're really cool. They actually feel like kind of like rubber. But I mean their art direction on this is fantastic. I love what they've done with it. You can actually display this. There is one more swap that I forgot. You can actually display this with or without the jetpack. There's a back piece behind the jetpack that they have a separate one of that you can just put that on if you don't want the jetpack. Again, these smokestacks are removable. And then the color on the legs is really cool. So they've got like a light blue here, and then kind of a darker blue on the different parts. But the detail, and then the matrix does light up too once I get batteries for it. So yeah, I mean it is fantastic. So I have one issue with mine. These pieces here, this one, does not fit in this hole and in this hole. I'm going to try to warm it up to see if I can maybe bend it a little bit to get it in there. If not, then I'll probably ask for a replacement piece if I can get one. But yeah, so I have the Starscream on order. I'm going to be ordering the Megatron. And then, like I said, they just announced the Grimlock, a Soundwave, and a Nemesis Prime. And then I also have the Bumblebee they made on pre-order. So they're massive, so I'm going to have to do some moving around in my basement here to get them to fit. But I can't say enough. I mean, this design is just amazing. I can't... Just the detail they put into it, like the hoses and stuff they got in here. I mean, and it's throughout the legs and stuff for the wiring. And then one thing that they did start adding to some of their statues is a little plaque. I think these are for if you pre-order it. So it's kind of a little plaque, and it just says Transformers. It's got a picture of Optimus Prime, his name, and then the edition size. So alright, so that's the review on Optimus Prime. I hope you guys like it. He is fantastic. I can't wait to get him in his spot because he's super heavy, so I'm going to take him apart again to get him moved. But yeah, so I'll be doing Barricade this week. Like I said in my last video, he comes tomorrow or Monday if this isn't uploaded yet. But yeah. Please subscribe, click that bell so you get notified when I add new videos. And thanks for coming.